Mike Sierra 1 can't handle the truth.
You're a cheat and a swindler. That's what you are. How can you do a thing like this?
I am authorized to assure you these rumors are based on hysteria and are absolutely false. I repeat, these rumors are absolutely false.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining me once again as I take another look into the relentless lies of Mike Zeroh. I wanted to start this video with an apology. Due to real-world events in my own personal life, I didn't have the time or inclination to get underway with episode 33 part 2. It was only a small continuation from where I left off in part 1, so it wasn't going to be life-altering or mind-blowing, but just a few more examples of how the same types of films were given to the stars that Zeroh is currently bent out of shape over. So in short, you haven't been cheated out of any out-of-the-ordinary revelations, but nevertheless, I'm sorry that part 2 was put on a back burner. Today's video isn't going to be a long video, as it pretty much hits the nail on the head when it comes to embellished and over-dramatized videos from this fraudster. We have all seen the video where Elon Musk rips into Disney's CEO Bob Iger, a situation that is still ongoing given Elon's continued tweets on his own platform now known as X. While most took the situation between the two at face value, Zeroh stepped up to the plate with his own take on what happened after what Elon had said during his interview. Zeroh made a video called Bob Iger Just Fired Thousands After Elon Musk Drama, Disney Officially in Financial Flames. That title alone would have everyone clicking the play button as quick as possible, as it seems to be hinting that the interview and people fired are somehow linked, but they're not. These are two different events and they're not connected. But Zeroh wants you to think that they are.
Now, one thing about Bob Iger is that we all know that this man lies through his teeth. He will say whatever he has to say to string along his, what he calls at least, customers and the shareholders alike.
To me that sounds like projection, but then again I'm not a psychologist.
With his cost containment plan that is now wreaking havoc within Disney, let's go over all of this, shall we?
Are you asking me or telling me? Telling you?
Now, one major development surrounding this ongoing update at Disney is planned to go into full effect by 2024 and is part of Bob Iger's second phase of the cost containment plan that is entering into, like I said, its second phase. In a shocking turn of events, Bob Iger made a quick decision just after the Elon Musk call out to expedite his second phase of the cost containment plan, which not only involves budgeting limitations of all productions, but also the firing of thousands of employees across the board altogether. This involves cast and crew of various productions for both film and television, Disney park employees around the globe, and even those high up in the corporate ladder.
It's no secret about the streamlining of Disney, and how jobs were going to be cut to save something close to the sum of $5.5 billion. There are a copious amount of stories about this right across the internet, with some going back to the later part of 2020 into 2021. The numbers in terms of the amount of staff being laid off varied from 5,000 to 7,000, with the only constant being the amount of money that was trying to be saved, that being the $5.5 billion. In an article that appeared on the CNBC website, they said the following: Disney will begin layoffs this week, the first of 3 rounds before the beginning of the summer that result in about 7,000 job cuts, according to a memo sent by Chief Executive Bob Iger. The cuts are part of a broader effort to reduce corporate spending and boost free cash flow. Disney said last month it plans to cut $5.5 billion in costs, including $3 billion in content spend. This week, we begin notifying employees whose positions are impacted by the company's workforce reductions, Iger wrote in the memo, which was obtained by CNBC. Leaders will be communicating the news directly to the first group of impacted employees over the next 4 days. A second larger round of notifications will happen in April with several thousand more staff reductions, and we expect to commence the final round of notifications before the beginning of the summer to reach our 7,000 job target. So to be clear, Iger began the first wave of notifications at the end of March, the second wave started in April and the last wave would be in the summer. This news story was posted on March the 27th, 2023. An update came on April the 25th from the Business Today website that round 2 of the layoffs will begin on Monday the 24th of April, which ties into everything I have just mentioned. But you just heard Zeroh tell you from a video posted in December 2023 that Iger had brought forward wave 2 of his firings because of what Elon said about Disney, which is a complete fabrication given those notifications to staff went out in April, some 8 months earlier. So if you want to sit there and tell me that Zeroh knows that Iger has brought forward his firing plans because of what Elon said, but they still won't go into effect until the summer of 2024, I'll just call you a gullible idiot, because Zeroh is trying to run this story again for as long as he can. The truth is out there, you only need look. Zeroh is a fraud, and I have proved it yet again with news stories via his clickbait, that has no factual elements, only that jobs are being cut, but not in the way he describes. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, so until the next time, take care and I'll see you again soon.
So maybe come up from your mom's basement, okay? And get a real life, you nerd. You basic.